We had a terrific debate on our program about an apparent double standard when it comes to showing the cartoons of Charlie Hebdo. And I made the point that I understand some of the past cartoons, which frankly were quite offensive to Islam, and some of them have been offensive to other religions as well, why other mainstream organizations, worrying about the safety of their employees and just questions of good taste, would not have wanted to run them. I was less sympathetic with all the organizations, and these include NBC, MSNBC, New York Times, NPR, CNN, and others, that didn't feel that it was right for them to run the cover of the new issue of Charlie Hebdo. This is the one that sold out 5 million copies, and I think it's now headed toward 7 million copies as the whole world seemed to come together in solidarity around that issue, because it showed the Prophet Muhammad, and yes, I know Muslims feel that any depiction of Muhammad is blasphemous, but it showed him shedding a tear, and with that, a line about all is forgiven. But I also tried to make sure to have time to debate the fact that is there a double standard? And this brought a tweet from Joanne M. And Joanne M. says, I'd like to hear the excuse from the media next time they show an offensive image of Christianity or Judaism. And that is precisely the point, that many of these same media outlets didn't have any problem when there was a huge controversy over, I'll put it delicately, the image of the crucifix submerged in urine, or the image of Virgin Mary covered in cow dung. That was part of the story. So they showed those images, even though they are very offensive to Christians, and frankly many others. I was offended by it, but seem to have a different rule when it comes to offending people who follow Islam. And I think that if these organizations are going to adopt a standard that we don't want to gratuitously insult people of faith of any religion, then they ought to apply the same standard, not just be more cautious when it comes to Islam, because this does sometimes lead to violence, and you don't see a lot of Christians rioting when an offensive cartoon or photograph or image is published, but you've got to have the same standards. And if you pick and choose, and if Islam is seen as getting special treatment, that is not good for the reputation of the media.